Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And off we go from Denver. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They go play action with Trubisky. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fights off the defender, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A huge play there for Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. They'll run. Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First down, a run with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A quick throw caught out wide by Jeudy. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And it's complete to Martin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Martin. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. To throw is Watson. And Martin's got it, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Fant. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Denver.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a give to Martin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down at 4. Now Martin running right. Martin flexing the muscle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They run again on first down. Martin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on second down, Watson got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Texans 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action. It's Trubisky. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Michael O.J. Mudia. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off play action. Watson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire them.
Touchdown, Texans! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Trubisky's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we...
Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give going right to Martin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Watson. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air yet again. Watson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leader.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Play action. Now Trubisky. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Goes underneath to Martin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times? It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen. Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for Denver, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll